Peace and power to the people, the struggle. What's good? Yeah. No long countdown. Tonight. I'm ready. I'm ready. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for conversation, questions and answers, comments and concerns. You're in a space of dialogue, a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a space of discipline, of integrity, of intelligence. This is your space, a space of love, a space where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistant, yes, come on in. Please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, apps, green screens, apps with cash, pounds that pay, grams that are money, unions that are Western, red cups, blue cups, tea cups, coffee cups, damn it, ching-a-lang. Squeegee Man cups, the pastor's pockets, damn it, Santa and the bells and the red, the red buckets. Damn it, come on now. The Hummer Fund. It's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Yeah, I can't help you. Don't wait until it's too late. Okay? Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, book an assessment. Stop having that nervous, itchy finger cousin nervous. You know, the one who just came home. Look. Stop having the police show up at your door early Sunday morning. Or late Tuesday evening. Stop traumatizing the kids. Get yourselves together. If you or anyone you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse, consultation, and or counseling, book an assessment. Book an assessment. Okay? Learn the warning signs and behaviors that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Past traumas, events, people, conversations, situations, places that should have your alert levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. How we do. Boy, I know it's late. I'm up. I don't care what I gotta do. Can't miss this one. No, sir. We got to get it in. So let me get out. Man, I should have went and got had a little sippy sip of Bustelo. But see, I know y'all usually get me hyped. Yeah, y'all usually get me hyped. So we gonna get right in it. I'm glad you came. Thank you. And some of you were in class earlier. I see. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Okay. We got some people to tag. Somebody tag Bustarachi. Tag Bustarachi. Tell them to come to class. Yes, Bustarachi. Come to class, Busta. Yeah, you and Tracy Morgan. Come to class, Tracy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tag their ass, y'all. Yeah. Somebody. Anybody. Somebody tag Mysonne. Yeah, the OG Doldier nigga. Tag him. Straight Doldier. Tag him. When you tag him in the back of his neck. Tag him and Mayor-elect Mamdani. Tag him. Tell him to bring their ass to class. Yeah. Tell him to bring their ass to class. Let's go. Somebody tag Maino. I told y'all he ain't the same Maino. I just told y'all that about 2 weeks ago. I told y'all that. So tag him in DJ Academics. Yeah, Jerry the Mouse. Yeah, nerd dude. Tag him. And tell him to come to class. Yes. And these individuals, y'all send me their videos. Ask me what I think about them. And I tell you, I don't think nothing about them. I see the play. I read that there's no authenticity. So somebody tag the grits and eggs dude. Yeah, tag him. And somebody tag the Bishop Gators dude. Yeah, tag him. Come to find out both of them have very deep connections to the old phase. Tag both of them. Tell them to come to class. Yeah, while you at it, tag each other. Tag your classmates. Yeah, tag your classmates, damn it. Let them know we here. Let them know we here. And put your tweeds out. Twist your cap up. Put it down. It ain't going nowhere. Put that little bottle down. It ain't going nowhere. And let's see who's in class. Goddamn, who's that? Dust, bro? First in class. Goddamn, we see you. And a T is in the building. What up? Terrell Williams in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Who that? Hold on. Who's that up in here? Not Vernie. Vernie's back. God damn it, Vernie's back. Who is that? Huh? Christopher Perkins. Huh? Uh-oh. I see you. Charles is up in here, damn it. Andre Jones is back. We see you. Who that? Who's that? Let me see who's that. Oh, Sean Jenkins. Damn it. The youngin's back. Tierra's back in the building. God damn, who else is that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ken Williams. Uh-oh. And Philly back in the building. What up? 215. We see you. Oh, damn it. Who? Sheree Green. God diggity dog. It's 55. Goddamn. 55. 55. Sincere Truth. Peace. What's going on? Look at Dimples. Yeah. Uh-huh. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, we see you up in here, damn it. Uh-oh. What up, A-Wood? Huh? Detroit, what up? Y'all in here, uh-oh. How I look? How I look? How I look? John Tay, how I look? Mr. Strictly Game, LA's in the building. How I look, man? Let me know if I'm like the big chested LA dude. What up, cuz? Huh? Let me see how I look. Yeah, we see you up in the spotty spot. What's going on? Cool K King is in the building. Yeah, what's going on? Huh? Who that? Jeff Sparks, what up? We see you. Oh, man. Yeah. Who that? What's up? What up? What up? Third shift, don't get fired. Don't get fired. How come you gonna get fired messing with the kid? Ron Hart. God damn it, CC's in the building. Deep C. What up? We see you. Hartoon CV, what's going on? Philip Boone, what's going on? Hood Center highlights. Everybody back in class. as Bakus, the UK monster, Yachty in effect. What go on, Yachty? What up, Magic? What up, little bit? We see you. London is in the building, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely lady, what's going on? Huh? Merc. What up, Merc? Who that? Who that? We got a nurse in the spotty spot. God diggity doggy, watch my blood pressure. Eric Carlos, the Riverwalk, San Antone in the spot. Yeah. Yeah. Angel, what up, Angel? So, intellectual soapbox, what up? What up? What up? Boy, they in here deep. Stony Stone. What M-I-S, crooked letter, I-S-S, crooked letter, P-P-I, Mississippi's in the building. God damn it, put your moonshine away. Oh, man. What up? Who else is that? Who else is that? Huh? What up, Matic? What up? What up, Rodney? Boy, y'all up in here. Molly, what up? Boy, we see you. Star. Ooh, Star. Star. What up, Star? What up, Star Boy? We see you. My sniper, C Blaze. What up? F Rich, what up? Down. Yo, what up? Dr. Sebi's son responded to me. Says who? Yeah, show him proof. He welcome to come through. I hope he ain't get his grippers blown out. Don't respond to me if they done got to your grippers. If they done took your britches down up in there, don't respond to me. Yeah. Chung, what up, Chung? Matter of fact, Chung, you got 55, Chung. Coming up in here with that. Yeah. Coming up in here with that. Let's go ahead. Who that? Who? What? 305, what up? We see y'all. Yeah, we see you. Let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. Don't come up in here threatening me with a good time. Shit, ain't nobody never responded to me. Definitely in the last 5 years, and about 10, nobody responded to nothing I ever said. And I've been on every platform. I've been live with damn near everyone on this space when it comes to this lane. Nobody never said shit to me. They know. They more than welcome. We can meet up wherever on the street and get it in how you want to get it in. We can meet up on social media. They don't sit across from me. Yeah, you can't respond to me after you talking about your man got his grippers fondled and nah, you don't want to respond to me. I speak nothing but the truth. That's something they say. So anyway, let's get to it. Who we gonna get to first, man? This is a lot we gotta cover tonight, huh? Yeah. Yeah, but y'all know where I'm going. Ain't no time, ain't no reason to bullshit. Let's get straight to the business. My son, bring your ass to class. Doldier. I knew this was going on. Look. He already started. Look, they already put it up in there. Look. Yeah, we want you to get. Yeah, you know I'm going there. Y'all know I'm going there. Okay? We gonna start with the notes. Yeah, we gonna start with the notes, man. We ain't even going. No introduction needed. If you don't know who he is, do your own research. Catch on up. But this isn't a surprise to me. Not after the rollout. See, when somebody goes viral out of nowhere, I always try to figure this shit out. Like, hold on. How the hell all of a sudden my song goes viral, he get caught up, tripped up by somebody who asked him about the now later Skittle community, and he was scared to answer. I said, hold on, wait a minute. How you can't stand tall on that? Simple question. Refused to answer. I said, uh-oh. Somebody got them grippers. Had to be. Because that should have been a clear-cut answer. For any man, especially a general. This nigga said he's a general. I have not seen any type of general qualities. Terrell Williams, I've seen it. Much appreciation for funding the war effort. Listen, let me get to the notes, man. Damn that. New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani has tapped rapper turned activist Mysonne. Is it Linen or Leaning? I don't know. Who served 7 years in prison for armed robbery to advise his transition team on criminal justice policy. The news outlets have reported. Now, God diggity damn it, God diggity damn it. Now, this mayor-elect has been criticized heavily for his stance on police and policing. Yeah. And ready to come into his administration with new strategies. And he put this is one of many who's on this team. Don't know why they highlighted this bozo at all, other than the fact that he's been well groomed, by the head rat in charge, the Reverend Al. Yeah. Shiznarton. Yeah. He's up under his tutelage. Yeah. So anyway, let's continue. Mysonne, 49, was convicted in the late 1990s of 2 armed robberies of Bronx taxi drivers, a case that derailed his early music career. Since his release, he has positioned himself as a community advocate focusing on gun violence prevention and reform efforts. He called the appointment a recognition of decades of work in marginalized communities. Hey, this is what he's saying. I'm finally getting recognized for decades of work. Decades? What decades? Nigga, you only been home 15 years. In the first few years you was home, you was a Doldier for Vlad TV. You was Vlad's man. A Doldier. Yeah. Holding down the Ofe. Yeah. So I don't know what kind of work. Are you adding that into this decades of work? No. You can't be doing that. Let's continue though. The move has drawn criticism from groups already skeptical of Mamdani's policing views. Jews Fight Back said on Twitter that appointing a convicted robber to help shape public safety policy is insane. Insane. So you see who's coming at him, right? Already, you got the bagel meisters coming at him. But it's only going to be a select few. And we're going to get into that later on. Because He is very friendly with specific bagel meisters. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't want y'all to believe that he isn't. I don't want y'all to believe that anybody that's dealing with politics, that's dealing with nonprofits, that's dealing with any type of funded work in New York City isn't dealing with the bagel meisters. Don't y'all ever believe that. They're always there politically. They're always there funding wise. They're always there in the cut. Trust me, I know. Okay? They back there. He has long been friends with them, especially during the pandemic when him and his buddy girl, you know, the one who's struggling with recovery, the ex-custody, Tamika, yeah. They used to go on and have their Zooms and they lives all on IG consistently with Bagel Meisters, smiling and cheesing, especially with the Karen Bagel Meisters, just the cheesing and doing all type of what they want to call holistic work. So trust and believe he has some Bagel Meister friends. So does this mayor-elect. I don't want y'all to believe this bullshit that they pushing, that he's so anti-Bagelmeister. That's a front. He may be anti-Zionist to a certain degree, and I even think that's a front. But trust and believe, he gonna have Bagelmeisters all up in his staff. Those who choose to work with him in this quasi-progressive front. Okay? But these notes I'm coming from, these notes is coming from Bagelmeister Publications. So this is why the language is like this. Let's continue. Mamdani, whose anti-police and anti-Israel rhetoric during the campaign sparked concern among critics, is set to take office next month. Mysonne and Mamdani's representatives did not respond requests to comment. Okay? Huh? Come on now. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Come on now. Next month, it's going to be on and popping. Now, again, I know what took place with the Adams administration and the staffing and the budgets and all these little funny style titles and people that he put into play to do certain things that never got done, never was manifested. Now, I'm not talking about all the ones that got caught up in them scandals and all that shit. To be perfectly honest, you can't blame him for that. He practiced some nepotism, got them in position, but they was on their own. And as you can see, he never got caught up in none of those people's indictments, none of it. So if the feds really wanted him that bad and he was really responsible for all that bullshit, he would have got caught up in at least one. About 7 of them major staffers that he had was indicted. That's their own doing. However, the shit y'all didn't see was some of them positions that he gave individuals who played the back. Never got the job done. I don't know what they was doing. But in terms of providing specific services for the people, for the people in NYCHA houses, for the people in residential houses, that were suffering the most, when it came to mental health services, when it came to gun violence, there was a no-show. So I don't know what this mayor-elect think he doing, especially by bringing this bird on. Yeah, your man's is a bird. Anybody who comes up out of a New York State correctional facility after 7 years and gets next to Vlad is a bird. Straight like that. You don't do that. How'd that even happen? If that wasn't your man prior, you hit the town and that's who you running with? Back then, nobody know who that dude was. He was just coming through. He was the dude that used to run around the record labels. Like TVT Records and shit like that, trying to get a job. Vlad been in the town for years, bumming around, trying to get in and shit. Trying to intern at the Source magazine when that was on his way out. Rap Pages, XXL and all that. He's a bozo. Anybody black from the Bronx who already has some type of name in the industry, you come home and that's who you choose to run around town with? That's clown shit. That ain't general shit. It's clown shit. And then when y'all are on the outs and it's over and done with, I thought he was my friend. Ofe was your friend. That's the decision he made when he touched the town. So now, 12, 14, 15 years later, he getting ready to hold a position where he advising, where he is in the ear of the mayor-elect on reform, on policing. Okay, let's continue. Another publication. The selection of Mysonne surfaced when he celebrated the appointment on Instagram, framing it as recognition of his long-running activism. Now, I should have bought, one of my favorite books up in here so I could give you the true definition when intellectuals speak on activism. Okay? That activism shit don't mean nothing if you don't move people. Okay? This is what he said, is a testament to our decades of work advocating on behalf of Black and brown communities and our expertise in gun violence prevention. This is what he said. Legislative advocacy and criminal justice reform, he wrote. We are building something different. Now, I don't know about y'all. I don't know how many of y'all right now in classes from the 5 boroughs. But shit, man, for the last 2 years of Mayor Adams' administration, almost every day, every day, somebody got clapped in the 5 boroughs. I could recall they made a big deal about them having a 24-hour period with nobody getting shot, and then they had to retract that statement. Because it was, I think it was a weekend, a Saturday or Sunday, and somebody got clapped like right around midnight, and then, every day. It was a period for like 6 months that at least 2 people was getting clapped. Definitely the Bronx was cooking. That's where my son is from, the Bronx. Waves. Where that DA chick was on the news almost every other day talking about this has to stop. What expertise in gun violence prevention? And please, before you listen and hear and somebody send this to you and tag you in class and you got something slick to say, remember, I've been there. Nigga, I established this shit that y'all calling the crisis management system now. Since Operation Ceasefire. Same training. When you talking about expertise, y'all ain't expertise in shit right now. Y'all done tweaked the program, and these so-called young black children that y'all calling and allowing them to coin themselves YNs got y'all running in circles. Y'all don't know what to do. Every juvenile facility in the city is packed with adolescents who have committed these crimes. Y'all ain't experts in shit. Long before he became a fixture in advocacy circles, Mysonne was preparing to drop his debut album on Def Jam Recordings. But, and that's wrong. That's wrong like a mom. See, this is what happened when Old Phase report. It wasn't Def Jam. No, man. He was signed a violator. But, you know, this is how history gets distorted. Right? Just like the Bible and stuff like that. See? When Old Phase writes shit, it get distorted. But in 1999, as his career gained momentum, he was found guilty for participating in 2 armed robberies against Bronx taxi drivers, a case widely covered at the time. So this dude running around calling himself the general was robbing cabs, sticking up poppies in them for their little tips and shit. This is somebody who they have coined an expert in gun violence and advocacy because he's supposed to be what they call a credible messenger. But your man was sticking up cab drivers. Well, at least 2. We don't know if this was a pattern because remember he was already signed, and I remember when he was signed. It was one of the most talked about signings in a while. They thought this boy was going to bring it. Come to find out, he'd rather stick his little pistol through the partition and rob the cabs for the little tips and shit. Okay? According to the Daily News at that time, prosecutors accused his crew of robbing Joseph X. on June 8, 1997, and holding up for Francisco Monsanto at gunpoint less than a year later on March 31st, 1998. Court records show that he received a sentence of 7 to 14 years and ultimately left state prison on parole on July 5th, 2006. Now, Mysonne has always maintained he was wrongly implicated in the crimes, and after his release, he reinvented himself as a voice for vulnerable communities. So now he's saying he was wrongly implicated. So that means he's saying he didn't do it. Am I right? Are y'all with me? He said he didn't do it. So now, that could be true. Maybe he didn't do it. And if he didn't do it, then he can't be a credible messenger because that means he never bust this hammer. He never was sticking nothing up. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong crowd, right? Because he said he didn't do it. He didn't rob Poppy. So that's an absolute fact. So you ain't no general, you ain't no tough guy or no street guy. He was just a rap dude. A rap dude who came home from his little stint and got around an old fay, a dirty old fay, as he was on his way up in this new technology, in new way. Wasn't even calling it content back then. You get me? So now I got to look at this new mayor-elect and be like, first of all, your judgment as a young person was already in question because of that, because of your age. You understand? Now, you're pulling in a bunch of yahoos. Now, do we need fresh ideas? Yeah. Do we, I'm talking about us as a people, need to employ new strategies on how to govern ourselves? Yeah. However, it should come from people who are truly credible messengers and experts in the work. Okay? Not from rats, agents, and those who work closely with the very systems that have no rhyme or reason to take their foot off the gas pedal. In this economy where nobody is getting the best out of labor and no market, shit, crime and punishment is the next best thing smoking. It's always been the hottest thing smoking. And if you think anybody that's appointed or given a shot to work next to, in close proximity, to the man in charge of the city, shit, if they plan is to lock up more people, it's going to be to lock up more people. I wouldn't give a damn what you call it, title it, reform, and all that other shit. If the numbers call for people to go to jail, that's just what's going to happen. Okay? Let's continue. He worked on the streets as a violence interrupter. Now, I've seen him in certain circles. I don't know who he was employed with for that title. I really don't know. I can't tell you that. He damn sure wasn't working with us. Not while I was there. I don't remember him working with SOS. I don't recall him working with Street Corners. Unless they had him on Street Corner Justice payroll. Don't remember him working. I know Jimbo in the Bronx. They just got his funding after years and years of busting his ass. He wasn't in Staten Island with my other mans in him. He did. Maybe Erica Ford had him on the payroll. I don't know. But in that title, as a violence interrupter, as a credible messenger, and this is when I really started falling back, when they just started hiring anybody. Because he ain't no credible messenger. You sticking up cab drivers. In the late 90s? That's what you call your pistol game? Cab drivers? You wasn't on a diamond block? You wasn't hitting armored security personnel? None of that? No money bags, nothing? You taking your little pistol and you hitting Poppy in them? That's and you come home from a medium security dormitory facilities, and you a credible messenger for what? Yeah, okay. Let's continue. He worked on the streets as a violence interrupter, developed classes for incarcerated men at Rikers Island, and formed Rising Kings, a program dedicated to supporting inmates. I always tell y'all about supporting inmates. I always tell y'all about prison reform and all that other bullshit. You know, support inmates doing what? If you can't open the gate and let them out, there's no support. There's no support. That shit is minimal. Minimal. Bullshit. Reform, bullshit. They've been talking that reform shit since Attica. Since Attica. And as you see, dudes are still up north getting stomped out to death. Okay? The best reform is prevention. Making sure that they black asses don't go to jail by changing their mindset right there in the street. It's just that simple. There's no gray area when it comes to that. Okay, let's go. But the backlash to Mamdani's decision was immediate. Critics lashed out at the mayor-elect for appointing a man with a serious criminal record to the 20-person committee on the criminal legal system. This is a 20-person committee. A panel tasked with influencing the city's next wave of public safety policy. Now, I'm waiting to see this shit. Because after the policies of the last two administrations, the legalizing of weed, the legalizing of prostitution, okay? The taking away of the very basic programs that youth need to, you know, invigorate their brains. I would love to see this shit. I'm telling you, the conditions that have been running amok over the last decade because of social media and the disconnect between us, and I'm talking about all of us as human beings, has the entire planet out of order. Out of order. So I want to see these 20 people. I damn sure do. I want to see what they do. Let's continue. It is both disheartening and deeply disturbing that individuals who are convicted felons and have a history of breaking the law are being given the opportunity to help shape the future of New York's criminal justice system. Said who? Said Benny Bolsillo. Or Bolsillo. How you say that? Benny, please, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, this might be old school Italian. Bolsillo. President of the Correction Officers Benevolent Association. And then he added, the men and women who risk their lives every day to enforce the law have been shut out from this process entirely. So it's already going to be some bullshit in the mix. Boy, I tell you, it's going to be a pressure cooker. Yeah, it's going to be a pressure cooker. Yeah, it's going to be a pressure cooker. Boy. Check it out now. Those concerns were echoed by retired NYPD chief of department who accused Mamdani of stacking his transition committees with ideologues rather than experts. It's just another appointed advisor who has a questionable past, which is in line with some of his other recent appointees who were anti-police and establishment. Now, hey, there's a very, very good reason to be anti-police and anti-establishment if that's truly what you're doing. If that's truly what you're doing. But you and I know that's not what you can do in New York City. Terrain, much appreciation for the super chat. 55, gang, get y'all grades up, peace and power. That's right, talk to them. Huh? The optics and reality here point to a potential erosion of public safety in New York City. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Now, I told y'all my prediction. I said they was going to give Mayor Adams a gig on the staff should he want. Cuomo as well, and maybe even Sliwa. I'm telling you, this is going to be mixy. It's going to be mixy. Now, still the appointment making the loudest noise remains Mysonne's, particularly given the mayor-elect's record of anti-police positions and his strident anti-Israel rhetoric throughout the campaign. Now, that gets tricky because he could be anti-Israeli, anti-Zionist, yet the Hasidic community supported him. Full blast. And the Hasidic community is friendly with Mysonne, and Mysonne is friendly with the Hasidic community. Yeah. Work with them all the time. If you've been to City Hall, if you've been to specific programs, if you've been sitting on certain Zooms, you know. And he ain't the only one. You got blacks all through city government that y'all never see, that y'all never hear about. And I'm talking about way up and been there. Eric Adams wasn't the one who put a lot of these people in play. There have been people who sit high government positions, melanated, black as tar, who don't give a damn about black people. They'll lock your ass up. I've sat in these meetings. You just don't understand. High potent, I'm talking about people who run the entire division of parole, the entire division of probation. Okay? Positions that y'all don't even understand is part of the machine of the city's government. And they don't think nothing about your black ass. They will lock you up. The shit that they talk about as far as policy making and what? You would think you are in a Klan meeting listening to these black bastards talk. I'm telling you. And they do it with a smile. I'm something I know. Now, let's continue. Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani just appointed a convicted armed robber to help shape New York City's crime and policing policy. This is insane. New York City is being handed over to radicals, extremists, and outright terrorists. Watch this space. This is going to get even uglier. Okay? And then they put a picture of Mysonne standing with the Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan. God diggity doggy, you can't make this shit up. Boy, they got... See, Boy. But you see, I know, just like you know. Man, that man don't mess with that man. Don't know the minister like that. Took a little flicky flick. He don't rock with the minister like that. If he did, he would be part of the Mars. Yeah. Yeah, you know that's just a little photo op. Yeah. Yeah. He damn sure wasn't up north with him. Nah. He ain't had no hot lot card up north. His shit was orange, regular meals. He ain't had a kosher meal card. Can't. He came home with Vlad. He came home to rock with Vlad. He didn't come home and try to rock with Professor Griff. He didn't come home. You understand what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? He didn't come home and, get him a bow tie and sell some final calls. Nah, man. He came and held Vlad. He was Vlad Doja. Yeah, man. So see, in view when people view shit and they don't really know black folk, this is what they think. Yo, he's radical. He was with Minister Farrakhan. You understand? Huh? So their view of him and what is being said is very much different from those who know. Okay? Let's continue with what the bagel mices are saying about him. Mysonne served 7 years in prison for armed robberies in 1997 and 98. He was part of a group of men who robbed cab driver Joseph Ezeri in June 1997 and hit him with a beer bottle. Prosecutors allege Mysonne held up cabbie Francisco Monsanto at gunpoint in March 1998, stealing jewelry and cash. Both drivers identified him as the stick-up man at trial. God damn it, he done took some jewels off Poppy neck, about $8 to $10, and got an AR for that shit. Now, Mysonne declined a 1-year plea deal offer and was convicted in July 1999 on weapons possession and felony robbery charges. The conviction came up weeks before he was slated to appear on a rap album with hip-hop heavyweights Busta Rhymes and LL Cool J. See how Busta's making his rounds? You see? You see how this news is intertwined and connected? See? Ain't that some shit? Busta's viral today and he's in class today, part of the Mysonne conversation. So now, if you really about that life, if you really a stick-up kid, and you done got knocked, not once, but for 2 ARs months apart, and you in the street in 1997-98, you know, if you really about that life, a year? Shit, let me get that year and get about them people's face. I'm telling you. Man, if they would have gave me an offer, I would have took my offer and been gone. However, I didn't rob anybody. I damn sure clapped. Yeah, I clapped at them. I tried to knock their goddamn head off. If they would have charged me with that, yeah, I'd have took a reckless endangerment. I would have took an attempt and got out of them people's face. Me and my Cody would have been gone. But they never gave us the offer. No. So we had to go to trial and blow. So I know what it is like to get caught with them hammers smoking. Get an offer. You like this? Let me get that. A year? So this shows he wasn't about that life. He wasn't about that action. He was a rap dude, caught up, probably was getting drunk and blowing, back then they was getting their little weeds from Branson and smoking on and hit Poppy with the pistol. Yeah, the next time he took Poppy shines, Doja nigga shit. And then take the year. So if your judgment was stinking back then, and you came home and you ran with somebody who you thought was your friend, but was an oaf on the come up, your judgment was stinking then, what makes anybody believe that his judgment is any better right now? He just got caught up in a stupid ass question and answer game about the rainbows. But this is somebody that this dude is putting on this 20-person committee. Okay. Now look, if change happens for the better and I'm wrong, okay, so be it. But I guarantee you, it's some jail coming for people in the streets. I guarantee you that. Anybody attached to any of this shit, y'all better be clean as a whistle. Y'all better be, and you think I'm playing. Y'all mess with any of these type of programs that they got, whether you're a participant in one of the programs or any of that shit, anybody attached to this, in 2026 and beyond, y'all ass going to jail. I can guarantee you that. Y'all mess with these rats if y'all want to. Okay? I'm telling you. It's going to be nasty. Who else they got on there? You know they're going to throw her in there. Uh-huh. Yeah. On the committee as well as Tamika Mallory, who was booted from the Women's March in 2019 amid allegations of anti-Semitism. She will also serve on the Community Safety Committee. Boy. People who ain't been in the street is about to tackle this new wave. Yeah, and I said it, they ain't been in the street. They tiptoeing that shit. Boy, got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. I tell you, I want to see. But this is the times we living in. This is why shit is out of order. I'm letting y'all know that now. Got a lot of lames running around. And this is what the oppressors want. This is what those who are consistently getting enriched and wealthy off of labor, this is what they want in play. Because you can't do certain things when you got strength. When you have people with integrity in the space, it can't be done. So they moved that out the way, and they've been moving that out the way steady. If you know what I know, many credible messages, many people who real deal, who really was in it, don't mess with that no more. Because they know, they can see it. They've been at the meetings I'm not the only one. I'm far from the only one. A lot of official dudes used to come through and believe because they had integrity, because they were committed, that they could get up in that mix. No, sir. No, sir. Get up in there and see what happened. They'll just have you pulling out your damn hair, stressed out, watching the theatrics, behind the scenes, the Grippergate games behind the scenes, the ratting, the telling behind the scenes, watching how and listening to these people who are melanated in these positions who are damn sure Oreo stuff filling on the inside create policies that they know our youth are going straight to jail. And y'all sit down with them. I seen this shit. Not once, not twice, but for years. I saw it. I was in it. I see. Budget meetings and all that. Yeah. And that shit don't change. So, while this Doja's coming through, I'm telling y'all, listen to the language. Watch how they position him. And boy, rap niggas, y'all better not sit in no podcast. Y'all better not running around here with your phones and all that and all your little tech gadgets. They gonna light your ass up. They gonna light y'all ass. Y'all keep thinking. Somebody had to tell on me. Nah, nigga, nah. You in the mix. This is high science now, baby. A true liberator, you got to get in and do what you do. Because it ain't no more hiding. It ain't no more hiding. They know what time it is. So yeah. I can't wait. I'm going to giggle my ass off, especially at the inauguration. Yeah, when y'all see and y'all watch it, y'all going to see a whole lot of shit. And that's what is going to be presented. Okay? Yeah, that's what's going to be presented. Uh-huh. You're going to see the Rat Squad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You dig? That's what's going to be presented. Uh-huh. They're going to give you firsthand. They're going to show you the team. Right there. Yeah. Okay, so let's go. Who's next? Hold on. We done got rid of that. Yeah. Get that dojo up out of there. Yeah. Uh-huh. And I'm glad y'all know where I'm at. Yeah, I'm glad you know where I'm at. Yeah. Because y'all can play with Nisi. Yeah. Remember? 75th Precinct. Remember? Troll and play games if you want on social media. Shit, I'm from East New York. Independent and unattached. Play games if you want to. Okay? Let's not relive a boxing bar situation if you know what I mean. Okay? Let's continue with class. Yeah, I like when these little trolls think they could play games. Because I'm not well. My class know that. Don't have another boxing bar situation. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Now, young man Busta Rachi. Yeah, we're going to switch gears. Because people be trying to trigger you. That's it. We're going to switch gears. Busta Rachi. Where you at? Not Busta Rachi getting a little saying it with his chest. Yeah, Busta done cursed that little old fake boy. Yeah. He was mad. Triggered. In his feelings. Uh-huh. In his feelings. They got Busta in his feelings. Man, Busta Rachi. You know, Bus got mad because somebody ran up on him. I don't know if they was creating content. I don't know if they was pranking him. I don't know if they was pranking a young boy, but told a young boy that Busta was Tracy Morgan. Ooh wee. Talk about hot. Talk about hot under the collar. Busta was hot. Fuck you playing, man. Y'all play too much, man. When we're playing. Boy, he said it with his chest. Didn't he, y'all? Oh, he said it with his chest. But he didn't say at his chest that night he had on that little red outfit that many said was a dress and skirt. He wasn't talking with his chest that night, but TMZ caught it. This was outside. This was in the open air, and he was basing hard. You just stop playing. What are you saying? What you saying? And true, did they set this little old fade boy up? And did Busta take it like you saying all black folk look alike? Is that what you were saying? That all black folk look alike? And you got Busta mad. Cause boy, he was, man, listen. I ain't seen him that hot under the collar since he got into the little fisticuffs in the club. Remember they tried to pull that when that little supposedly up and coming a rapper that he was supposed to be what, mentoring or managing, and they got the scraping and screen in the club. Y'all remember that? Yeah, you see all these little creative moments, all these little plays. I don't forget about shit, especially if we covered it in class. But yeah, Busta said it with his chest. Now, to be perfectly honest, Busta, you and Tracy Morgan do look a hell of a lot alike nowadays. In your old age, especially after you cut your dreads, your head done got a little bit swollen. The facial area got a little thick since the weight consistently goes up and down. Sometimes you popping the steroids and the creatine. Sometimes you not. Sometimes you look big. Sometimes you look skinny. Sometimes you look like you eating. Sometimes you look like you crunching. Like you know, like you smoking a little something. So it causes your face to shift. And with Tracy Morgan's weight shifting up and down and up and down. So y'all do favor each other a little bit. Man, listen, you could look at the thumbnail. You could go to the pics. When Tracy got a fresh one and Busta got a fresh one, they do look alike. Now, we know the difference because we know our peoples. We was raised, we know. But a little old fake boy might not have known. Yeah. And you went fool. You called him out. You was ready to put hands on that youngin'. Shit. I ain't never see Busta in the hood talk that tough. Have y'all? Listen, man. Listen, if I'm wrong, let me know. Let me know. Am I wrong, y'all? Y'all seen him bass like that in the hood? In Flatbush in the 90s? Anywhere? I don't know. Well, he sure was tight. So far, Tracy Morgan ain't say nothing. Tracy Morgan ain't say nothing. No response, no nothing. And Busta's going viral with it because, again, that little old fade was scared. Little old fade was scared. Y'all play too much. But see, this is what happens. Y'all allowed this shit to get like this. The playing, the nerds, the cornballs. These are the individuals y'all let in the culture and run with it. Because y'all kick dudes like us out. Y'all didn't want official dudes around y'all. So y'all sent them to jail. Y'all allowed them to catch cases and go to jail. Y'all pushed them out of the industry. This is what all y'all New York rappers did. All you New York MCs. I keep telling y'all, every New York MC from the 5 boroughs that have been B-list and A-list got trails of dudes in jails all through the state and federal jails messing with them. None of them escaped it, all of them. Bitch ass dudes, all of them. I said it, I'm telling you that shit. Dudes that held them down early on in their career, early on in the streets. These homeboys, cousins and shit. All in the mountains. All of them. I ain't never see Busta in no street. Doing nothing tough guy. Nothing. But I tell you, if he would have hit that little old fade, man. I tell you that. And nobody stopped him. Nobody stopped him. Nobody was like, yo, chill, boss. Nah. They was going to let it happen. They sitting there waiting. Again, because you don't have nobody official around. So all these clowns, all these weirdos, all these colored nail polish individuals running around, all these podcasters, these punk-ass little computer geek-ass dudes is in the mix, talking about street shit, coming around rappers that got street people, all these. This is where it's at now. So it's their fault. It's your fault that they playing with you, boss. I wouldn't have that, but next time, man, boss, I'd punch somebody in the mouth if I was you. Yeah, boss, I'd punch somebody right in the mouth next time they play with you like that. They say you look like Tracy Morgan. Hustle man, even. Damn, boss. Old face think you hustle man? Yeah, son, now you gotta hit somebody in the mouth. Yeah, get your spec back. Make him put some spec on your name. Make him put some spec on your name. Punch him right in the face, boss. Yeah. Get your spec back. Yeah, because they was playing with you. Old face don't play with me. They was playing with you, boss. Like you pussy. You pussy, boss? Come on, man. I know that red dress wasn't you. I know you ain't pussy, boss. Huh? Come on now. Come on now. Nah. Not the Dungeon Dragon. They playing with you? Damn. Damn, y'all bust is soft. The word is out. Word is out. But again, it's not his fault. Look at how this worked. Throughout his career, Busta Rhymes was never, ever considered a street or hardcore rapper. Ever. Never at all. Came through with leaders of the new school. His cousin Rampage came and bust to usher in his solo career. Yeah, because remember, Rampage was hot before Bus. Okay? And then Bus came through, all right? And took off and had his own little clique who wasn't no tough guys, none of that shit. Flip Mode was not tough, right? So now you got the clean cut image. Even though you're a grown-ass man, grandfather and all that, and people playing with you. Now, on the flip side, nobody was never ever playing with Maino. Nobody was playing with Maino. Came through the gate, reputation from in the street, from an adolescent on up. Nobody was ever playing with him. Gets in the music industry, and now he being disrespected by a little fat nerd. See how that work? Somebody who we know have done time, we know have cut people, we know got cut. Straight Brooklyn street, no chaser. Found a way, kind of bogarted his way into making a career in the industry. Earlier pranks or dudes that try to create content using him, making a mistake of using Maino, got draped up real quick. Yo, fucking play quick. You understand? Busta get disrespected. In the same week, Maino gets respect. Busta gets disrespected by an Ofe, who by all accounts would have never did that in the 90s. Maino getting disrespected by a clown who is actually disrespecting and beefing about it. Tell him you don't want no smoke from me because I created you eating off some shit I put together. And I'm like, whoa. Maino should punch him right in the mouth quickly. This has gotten out of hand. However, I told y'all. Didn't I just tell y'all a couple of weeks ago? That ain't the same Maino. Y'all always think Bliz be stunting though. Didn't I tell y'all that? I said, that ain't the same Maino. He ain't about to do nothing. Right? Told y'all that a couple of weeks ago when they was trying to talk about the situations and what had happened back in the days and all that. I said, man, listen, stop doing that to that man. That man don't want none of that. He trying to live. But look at what happened. We're in a situation now with cowards of running institutions, running them, and disrespect. Man, they call Maino all type of bullshit. Told him his whiz was effed up. He got no drip clown. All this is a straight lame. But look at where we at. T-47 is a lame. Y'all think Trump is a gangster? Trump is a lame. This is what we are in now. Because black men who know better, the gods, the true owners, creators, rulers, have fallen back, have been pushed out and allowing this bitch shit to go down. So now it's completely out of order. Busta get this. Maino got this dude barked on him. Maino got to punch him in his mouth. Definitely to stop that bullshit. And he has resource and time and opportunity to do it. He could do it, should he want to. He can meet that man up somewhere and beat him up. Because the same spiel that this academics dude gave the Maino talking about, y'all eating off of something I created. Facts. This is what I'm doing. I did this. This is my shit. This part, I did this. Nigga, you wouldn't have a podcast, nothing if it wasn't for hip-hop. Nothing at all. None of y'all clowns, none of y'all nerds, none of y'all podcasters, none of y'all bloggers, none of y'all athletes, none of that shit. Y'all all owe hip-hop. Y'all positioners now. Y'all vibrating off of that energy. The energy New York City streets created. Maino just taking his position. All these rap dudes that are doing this part, they just taking their rightful position, man. So I don't know what this little clown, this little chubby ass mouse looking boy is talking about, but that's what happens when you phase dudes like us out. And y'all get close to them old phase, and y'all allow the puffs in them to play Grippergate games, and this whole shit get out of whack. So when dudes like me come through, I've been there. I've been backstage. And motherfuckers turn their back on you. Trying to figure out how this real nigga got behind stage. I've seen that shit. I've felt it, witnessed that. I'm like, damn, these are supposed to be black folk. Been around all of them. The Stephen Hills, Chris Rocks, all that. I was behind stage with all of them. They turn around when the real niggas in the space. Like, what the fuck is that? Nigga, you was born in the town. You, Chris Rock, you from the BK. You fucking chump. But now it's embedded. Now they the ones in positions being disrespectful and slick out the mouth. So the only one way to straighten that out, Maino, you got to knock him out. Or it only goes downhill from here. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. It's nasty. So the cool rap dude get it and the street rap dude get it. From lames. And this is why the youngins don't mess with it. I'm telling you. Shit is wild. And it's going to keep getting wild. Okay? It's out of order. And that's why y'all don't see that energy. Because real individuals, they don't have time for that. They can't tolerate that. They're not going to be around that. Nah. No. No crash out, boy. No. He got to go beat him up himself. He ain't never been. We're not even going to do that. We're not going to do that. He ain't been doing that. He ain't been employing nobody, no crash out. We talking about Maino. Y'all don't know Maino? Y'all don't know his history? Maino put hands on people. For real, for real. In the street and behind the wall. Now you in the industry, you soft? You soft around the knuckles now? You in the industry, Maino? Come on. Nah. Let me know something. Let me know something. A dude, y'all just don't get it. A dude like DJ Academics would never even be in the same space. Never. Do you hear me? Nah. You better get this shit back in order. Because this is a reflection of the street. And when shit like that move in that industry and people watching, that's how come you got stupid ass young kids running around disrespecting old women, pulling out ratchets, busting kids' parties up, clapping kids unalive, because you got straight lames doing dumb shit and believing that because they're performing, they're in a performative state, that they're actually thugs, that they're actually doing things. We got what we dealing with right now. Dealing with this shit right now. So if somebody like that can bark on Maino in front of millions of people and he don't do nothing about it, nothing? Ain't no, yo. All the lames is looking. All the lames are, oh. This shit about to be a bad after school movie. Daytime after school special. With Maino the bully with his leather coat coming to the goddamn lockers and shit. And little fat pudgy dude get a little courage and shit. And they get to tussling. And he gets one in good. He just closes his eyes and this is the type of shit. Yo, I'm telling y'all, listen. Oh, man. Say it ain't so, Maino. Say it ain't so. Nah, don't laugh. BK, come on. Don't laugh. Y'all think this shit ain't funny? It ain't funny. This shit is triggering, man. It ain't funny. I'm telling you. These got bitch assnesses is running the world. Y'all think it's funny. Bill Gates is a bitch. Got people under pressure. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Y'all got this shit backwards. That's why everybody putting the press on the United States. Everybody. They're like, oh, these niggas is pussy. Academics and Adam and all Vlad, all these niggas is pussy. And y'all rap dudes is letting them do it. Y'all supposed to be lining these dudes straight up. These ain't supposed to be able to come outside. Nowhere. Never. They're supposed to be Uber eating and Instacarting their groceries to the crib. They not supposed to show nowhere. Ever. Y'all got this shit out of order. So, this is what you're going to keep getting. This is the shit y'all going to see. Okay? So, let's see. It's after 12. Got another aim. No, I got 2 more aims to get to because, again, the class, I love y'all. I always appreciate y'all showing up. I always appreciate y'all DMing and sending me shit. But I keep telling y'all be sending me shit and I'm looking at these individuals and I know that they not about no action. I know that they're not liberators. They're not going to fight for your liberation. They're not going to do shit for you. They're here to get a check. They're here on some poverty pimp shit. They just putting a conscious spin on it. They don't have no good intentions for you. I don't care what conspiracy theory they tell you about. I don't care about none of that shit because they not working. If as many of them that y'all see on social media was actually working, much of the problems will be gone. So far, I only see New Era Detroit. That's it. And they ain't on social media. I don't see them doing no podcast and none of that shit. They working. So y'all keep sending me this shit. And me and Tay, Cool K, that's right, Kizzy, Cool K. Much appreciation for funding the war effort. Now, me and my comrade was just happened to have been speaking about this podcast that we seen or these TikToks y'all sending us, right? Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Huh? Little tiptoe, ain't that right? We just how I look. Hold on, how I look, Strictly Game. How I look. How I look. Your chest sitting up there. Hold on. Let me get this shit right a little bit. Let me front like West Coast. Huh? Right, we was just talking about this clown. And I don't know if he a clown yet, but I know he just did some clownish shit. Okay? But I've been at this for the better part of a decade. And I've been telling dudes I see the bullshit. I see the bullshit. I see it in their eyes. I see it in them never working. I work. I don't have time to be extra creative and getting this to do that and this to do that and look like this and position like this and doing it. I don't have that time, man. I'm damn near sleep right now while I'm talking to you. I'm assisting in the community. I'm activating a community, encouraging a whole caseload of people, running a family. So when I'm giving y'all 2 hours, I'm giving it to you. These niggas get help. I keep telling you they get help. So y'all kept sending this grits and eggs, nigga. I kept sending that shit. And I'm like, son got some points. Let me follow this shit on IG. Let me see if there's work, or if this is another Tariq, or if this is another Polite. Who by the way, I think Polite getting short. I think Polite might be coming home real soon. So watch your grippers. You got anybody 15 and under, you better hide them. Anyway, I seized that shit quick. I see it real quick. So y'all kept sending grits and eggs. And lo and behold, what happened? What happened? One day we see a billboard doing the same derelict shit everybody else do. They get a little billboard in Times Square. Same shit Diddy did. And now look, I said, okay. Dude got that up. And then he on a Breakfast Club. Now, if you know what I know, Mr. Grits and Eggs, what the hell his name is? Whatever his name is, no matter to me. If you know what I know, everybody that went on the Breakfast Club in your lane and on your level went to jail. So I hope, sir, you didn't just line your ass up. Okay? Yeah. Polite went on the Breakfast Club, went to jail. Okay? Actual fact. Okay? Dr. Umar been on there several times. He gonna go to jail for several years real soon. Keep playing. Y'all keep playing and thinking y'all could get a little bag from the institution. And y'all not gonna work for it or go down. Okay? Yeah. Keep playing. So now, I damn sure wasn't watching no full interview because the nigga was cheesing too much. But I seen a clip. And when I saw it, it hit me. Now, I knew something was off, but I never thought that he was an Ofe. I wouldn't have thought that. You understand? And again, he's not light enough to pass. Okay? But he did have some type of, Ofe-ness pouring up out of him. Now, once again, my paternal grandmother, my father's mother, back in the days, she could walk up in anything and pass. Oh yes, pass. Hair and all. I seen them pictures of her in the 30s and 40s. I'm like, who the hell is that? Marlena Dietrich or one of them? That's you, Grandma? Yeah. So, and she was one of the sharpest individuals, the most intelligent woman I've ever met to this day, taught me everything. How to read as an infant, all of that, as an infant putting books in my lap. Okay, ain't talking about no picture book bullshit. She dropping it. All right? So it's neither here nor there, but hold on, though. A lot of things started to make sense to me. So I'm like, yeah, so dude was just attempting to get his way into the industry. To be that next dude. Not to get the people up out of oppression. At all. So he gets the billboard on the Breakfast Club and gives us a little background, and son is adopted. His mama's a whole Ofe. Pappy could have a little mixed DNA as well. Again, so what? But it is a point that up until now, if you didn't exclusively follow them and intentionally follow them, you wouldn't have known. I damn sure wouldn't have known that. Why now that he's on a nationally broadcasted radio station does he disclose that? Okay? So now you got the mystery, dude, because I thought it was a mystery. I never knew. I'm like, why is this dude all of a sudden popping up in my timeline? Why is this dude videos being sent to me somewhere? Who is this mystery dude? And it made me go back and think, like, who else was such a mystery dude and was an Ofe or had Ofe blood? And it hit me. Damn it, Master Farad. Master Farad Muhammad was a mystery just like this dude with Ofe blood. Again, I can never take away the science, the knowledge, the wisdom, the education that I picked up, that I was educated on by my father. I could never, ever, ever, ever push away the lessons, the final calls, the reel-to-reel tape recordings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, of Malcolm in the Quran. I couldn't, nah, that's jewels. That's something I'm going to always reflect on, always research and dig. That's the science and the math. However, Master Farad is a mystery Ofe from somewhere. And as long as that is a doubt, man, this grits and eggs, nigga, I don't know where he come from. And shit, they're painting a narrative that he don't even know where he come from. But just like Master Farad, he's in our face. So now I had to look, I'm researching, I'm like, hold on. Master Farad was what? Look, born. The date is uncertain. But the NOI claims February 26, 1877 is the year. Birthplace uncertain. Okay? But some are saying possibly modern day Pakistan or British Hong Kong. He disappeared in 1934. Have no death date, no death cause, no place of death. Several other names. Fred the Turk, Fred the Greek, Wally Todd-Ford, Wally Todd-Ford, Master Farad Muhammad. Okay? Spouses. Pearl Allen, Hazel Barton, Carmen Trevino. Okay? So here we have a mystery man who could be an Ofe who's definitely dropping specific jewels. Now this grits and eggs dude, again, he was a mystery to me. I don't know him. Didn't care to. Though he has a lot of little comments, a lot of little snippets, a lot of little content, but he's giving some people who may not know better a lot of jewels. But he an Ofe, we don't know where he's from. This is the story that they lead him with on, again, a nationally broadcast radio interview. adoptive with an Ofe mama. So things starting to make sense because there was, man, in the last 5, 6 years, there have been people who've come through giving you excellent content. Professor Jared, right? And y'all asked me about Diallo. Yo, Bliz, you ever been on anything with Diallo? Excellent. Y'all seen them on the Breakfast Club? Y'all seen them with a billboard? They got lines to our most revolutionary elders. They get the Ruber on the phone like that. Get him on the... Huh? Y'all seen them on the Breakfast Club? I'm talking about they give you information that will shift your life. The way I tell y'all to go back and replay all of my classes, go and listen to them and see what... You've never seen them on no Breakfast Club. So when you get in these individuals and you see them and they there in less than a year, I think you should be alarmed. I think you would need to pay a little bit more attention to what they say and then double down that attention on what you see them do. Because if you don't see them do shit, then they not doing shit. Okay? Now, let's continue. On his War I draft card, Farad identified as a citizen of Afghanistan, born in Shinga. Many scholars argue that Farad may have been from the Indian subcontinent. Farad reportedly spent time at the Ahmadiyya Mosque, a movement prominent in Pakistan. Used translations of the Quran from South Asian Muslims and bestowed South Asian Muslim names on his followers. Farad teachings of the tribe of Shabash may have been tied to Pakistan's shrine of Lal Shahbaz Kalanda. Okay? In 1924, when he married a woman of Spanish ancestry, Farad claimed he had been born in Madrid, Spain. So he's all over. Less popular theories of origin suggest he may have been Syrian, Moroccan, Bosnian, Albanian, African American, or Jewish. We don't know where he's from. We know that Elijah, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's son, Wallace, later changed his name to Warif Deen Muhammad. Said, I'm not messing with that. He's a man. He ain't God. And he's a white man. So, here again lies in the question. Can an Ofe give you the things that you need to liberate yourself from the other Ofes? And will they do it with intention? I'm saying, y'all send this shit to me. I don't reach out for it. I don't. So grits and eggs in the Breakfast Club, and look, shit, anybody that been on the Breakfast Club, I'm telling you, boy, they sizing your grippers right on up. Charlemagne licking his chops like, I'm telling you. But again, people get fooled by anything, not me. Not me. Okay? I ain't with the popping up from out of nowhere, out of obscurity, and all of a sudden, black folk is rallying around. Oh yeah, that's the brother. Yeah, no, not brother deep and all that other bullshit. What the brother do? He been behind the walls. He been banging, huh? With them racist police in the yard or in the mess hall or in keep lock. What is his information about? Other than a rerun of some shit that we already heard. What is he doing? What is he gonna do now that he's been stamped? Because that's what happens when you go on these, little industry platforms with that much of an audience. Now you stamped. Now he'll never have to worry about a war effort. Soon as he come on YouTube, boom, he gonna have 2,000-3,000 easy in the chat. Easy. I wouldn't be surprised because of how they rolled him out. He might be attached to, some type of agency that did this work. Okay? I'm telling y'all to watch him. Watch him. All right? So last aim before we get up out of here, because it's in the same lane. Same thing. Y'all was sending me this Larry Gators dude. I didn't even know he was a bishop. Y'all sending it. I'm like, okay, let me watch this man's live. Now he moving a little sus. He got a little sweetness. I don't know if he got the whole now later in him. I don't know, but he moved real sweet, real sus. But y'all kept sending it, so shit, I'll subscribe to the channel. Let me go to the YouTube and see what it's about. Conspiracy theory, spirituality, book this, book that. Then he started, they always do, leaning into the hip-hop conversation, trying to input. What did he try to jump in on? What was the conversation that I saw him have? And I'm like, you out of pocket. You definitely not supposed to be talking about this because you don't know. I don't know if it was Tupac. It was something that he tried to put his expertise spin on. And I'm looking. I'm like, I'm not rocking with this dude like that. No. And lo and behold, look. Oh, Larry Johnson came through with the information and said, yeah, man, homie ain't nothing but a goddamn gripper gator. Homie ain't nothing but, another one of them. A shrine, another one. This is how, they gave it up on him. So I'm like, damn, why do people keep sending me this shit? So we had to look it up, and I had to look up just what Mr. Johnson said. Larry Gators has officially signed with the prestigious Cohen entertainment management firm in an exciting development for the media landscape, marking a pivotal moment in his extensive career. So this dude has been at this for a long time. Like I keep telling y'all. Media training after media training. Doing different shit that you don't see. So by the time they put somebody in your lane, you saying, damn, that shit is crispy. Oh, he know what he talking about. Look, let's continue. With over 31 years in the industry, 31 years in the industry, I never seen him a day of my life. I never seen him on nobody TV show. I never seen him on no award show. I never seen him at no SAG, union, nothing. 31 years in the industry. That means that this is all this man knows. If Diddy is Grippergate, this man is Grippergate as well. No one is in the industry for that amount of time who hasn't been playing in that baby oil. So Bishop, the good Christian, he has every institution on him that is representative of somebody in Grippergate. Hollywood, just signed with an agency, 31 years in the business. That's Grippergate traits. I'm not going to excuse that. You're not going to ignore that. But people listen to him. Let's go. With over 31 years in the industry, Gators has established himself as a prominent radio host, red carpet interviewer, and a multifaceted talent poised for new opportunities. So what are we doing here? Are we liberating people? Are we creating militants and a militancy that's going to get us away from oppression? Or are we in the fucking entertainment industry? But y'all send me these niggas. And they don't mean y'all no good. Let's continue. Gator's journey into the entertainment realm began unexpectedly, sparked by a friend's suggestion to fill in at a local radio station. This initial experience unveiled his natural charisma and engaging presence, leading to a successful hosting role that set the stage for his future endeavors. They ain't saying this nigga was no activist. They didn't say he was feeding the poor. They didn't say he was making an attempt to stop gun violence. As the nationally syndicated host of Global Spiritual Revolution Radio on AM 970, The Answer, part of Salem Media of New York, LLC, Gators has created a platform that resonates deeply with listeners. His show explores themes of spirituality, personal growth, and societal issues, facilitating meaningful discussions that connect with a diverse audience, but no liberation. Comfortable in oppression shit. Let me heal your soul. Let me give you the spirituality that you need to maintain, to keep these damn old fays off your ass. That's all this is. That's all Hollywood is. That's all sports are. Let me make sure I show you how to be comfortable in oppression. Don't want for liberation now. I'll leave you with the rest of the niggas if you want to be free. We don't be free around here. We make sure Massa is pleased. That's the industry. He was in the shit 31 years. So miss me with that shit y'all keep sending me with him in it. Looking ahead, Gators is thrilled to announce the launch of his groundbreaking project, the Global Master Class Talk Show. It was set to debut April 17th, 2025. Okay, so that's the shit y'all seeing now. Nothing about liberation. Nothing about it. Okay? This innovative talk show aims to empower individuals by addressing the root causes of pain and trauma, collaborating with top clinical psychologists, okay, to provide valuable insights and support. A key focus will be the exploration of identity, challenging viewers with the profound question, who am I? Gators is dedicated to guiding individuals on their journey towards self-discovery and authenticity. In addition to his work in in radio and television, Gators is represented by the top Los Angeles public relations firm GTK PR Agency LLC. This partnership will enhance his visibility in the industry, connecting him with key audiences and supporting his mission to create impactful content. Another nigga, another Oprah. This is what is reading. This is what he's doing. This is what they're giving you. A PR agency. This is how these people go viral. PR agencies. Not sitting in the grinding in the pocket and building an audience. Not knowing everybody who comes through your chat, regardless of the numbers. Not really working to help people through their daily struggles. Now, these niggas get PR firms. So when you say, damn, Bliz, numbers ain't going nowhere. I never seen none of that ever happen before. How the hell somebody go 2 or 3 years every day, sometime twice a day, and their subscription numbers don't move? It's impossible. Right? He must be saying some shit that's helping his people. I'm just saying. Everybody y'all send to me is a potential failure for our people. I'm just telling y'all what it is. These niggas don't care about you. They're using whatever they could to get around and get a bag from these damn people, from these folks. All right? So that's what it is. Yeah, but I had fun tonight. I told you I was going to stay up tonight, Jack. I wasn't going to be asleep tonight. Now, y'all need this work. Y'all need this work so you can keep your mind right. Don't let them play with your mind. Guard your mind. Guard your mind. And don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. All the time, I believe in my people. I know their intelligence. I know they deal with the 12 jewels. I know they deal with the 7 characteristics of a wise man. I know they deal with the lessons, and they deal with militancy, and they learning how to defend themselves. That's for real. That's where we at with it. It's my class. Okay? Who that? Who that? Sending a super chat. Much appreciation. Who that? Guinness? Who that? Yeah, I see you. What up? I'll be coming in here with these super chats and shit, knowing y'all ass gonna get a 55. Yeah. You're gonna get 55. Anyway, much appreciation for y'all coming through. Love my people, but I gotta get in the shower. I gotta take it down. I got a long day in the morning. Well, it's already morning. Damn it, I got a long day today. And so do y'all. So don't get fired. Don't get fired. When I hang up, I'm going to bed. So take y'all ass to bed too. Yeah. And don't forget what I said, militancy. Remain militant. So my classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding me down as always. See, Bliz, get your ass in the bed. You got to get up, and I know you got to get up in the morning. Damn it. Again, to all those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. Trust me, much appreciation. Because we need it so much. There's so much we have to do. And it ain't about preparedness. At this point, it's a need now. It's a need now. We light years behind in this war. You dig? Make sure y'all all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. If you have anything that you are in your own self entrepreneurship, put it in the chat. I don't care what you got. We gonna build you. We gonna build each other. You dig? That's what we gonna do. Who that? Who that? Nehemiah? That's Nehemiah? God damn it, Nehemiah. What you doing to class late? Peace, what's going on? Yeah, again, y'all got anything, put it in the community. All right? That's what y'all do. And listen, I heard Polite coming home. If Polite come home and Diddy get a pardon, ooh-wee. Y'all better watch y'all grippers like a hawk. Ooh-wee. It's going to be dangerous in the town. I'm telling y'all. It is not going to be all right. You're going to have to fight for your right to have untainted grippers. Yeah, man, because them two, boy, somebody had, and I don't know if y'all seen it, but you know they put the Puffster face on anything. God damn it, they put the Puffster on Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk. I almost lost my damn mind this morning. Boy, he turned into super gripper. I said, oh, man. Damn. It's going to be hell when that man get out. Him and Polite? Shit. Boy, watch your grippers, goddammit. It's on and popping. And on that note, my paperwork is always good. Y'all see the merch. Y'all see it. I see it. Go to Strictly Game the brand. Yeah. Flyness. Yeah. All right? That's what y'all do. And we'll be back at it because somebody going to force us to have class. We'll be back at it. Somebody going to do some dumb shit that we going to have to address. Okay? Yeah. All right? So y'all be safe, rest up, and 55, gang. Get y'all grades up.